What's up, traders? Another good day. 2-1 today. Took a loss, but had two other good wins. So it ended up being a pretty good day for me still. I think ended up being up 12% or something like that. I'll take it. All good. So let's go ahead and let's see what happened today. Now, as you can see, man, I'm always in a different room because I got this construction going on. So today, the lighting was best naturally in my son's room. So forgive the Spider-Man, webbing me in the back of my head right now. But anyway, it's funny because I got Spider-Man, I got Buzz Lightyear, I got my son's room is decked out, man, with all kind of gear, but it's good. So let's go ahead. First, let's look at the market like we always do. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Let's see here. Here is the Dow on the daily, and it's having a small green day, as you can see. This candle small. But it's trying to make a move. I was trying to see why it lit. There we go. It's trying to make a move. Here's the deal. Can't get excited until it beats this candle here. It's got to beat the high of this candle, which is 24.70, 24764. 24764. Okay, so it's got to beat this candle for us to believe this thing is really trying to make a move. But again, there's a lot of good news. Okay, we see the low, higher low, higher low. If this becomes a pivot and it moves up again, I should say, that would be another higher low. Okay, that means that the trend would be that this thing is trying to fight back bullish. But of course, it's still bearish because it's below the what? The 200 MA. Okay, so the good thing is it's moving. But now remember, I'm coming to you at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 West Coast. So there's a lot can happen. In today's candle. I'm just talking to you as to what's going on right now. Okay, the SPY should look very similar there it is, goes to the SPY. Come on now. Come on with it. There we go. Yeah, and so we can see same look, right? So we see this little small green candle that is trying to formulate today. We'll see. Again, it's got to beat this area for me to be serious about this move, which is the high is 294, excuse me, 88. And then again, the same thing. It's got to beat the 200, for us to end up with 200. Not just price. The MAs need to cost the 200 for me to take this serious. It looks like it's just trying to get. It's either going to be a higher low pivot and we will move up and through that, or it's going to essentially get sideways and you're going to see the bands constrict, and then it's either going to pop up or pop down, one or the other. Okay, so we'll have to just wait and see. All right, so that's good. So now I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so let's talk about what traded today. Again, the market is moving in a good direction, and we're starting to see the plays pick up. We're starting to see the type of activity that I like to see. Sorry, I thought it messed up for a second. But here we go. Let me share my screen. I'm going to start with MMBL. Okay, this was a very good play this morning. It was clear cut. I love the clear cuts. Basically, I had an entry. I said 65.5. And then I just went on ahead and went down a little. Actually, no, I got in at 65.5. The actual entry, the best place was 3.5. I got in at 65.5. And look what this thing did. First candle came down, picked us on up. And then boom, man, this thing ran up. It ran up and it did well. Came all the way up into the 70s. Of course, you know me. If you know anything about me, you knew I took that 10% because it's in the first hour, man, and that's what I'm looking for in the first hour. So good. Now we off to a good start. 10 minutes into the field. Let's just call it 15 minutes into the market. Okay, so that was the first play. Now, I did not play this the second time around because I was playing IO, but it also had a high volume set up. And for those of you who don't know my high volume play, I look at the biggest candle that has occurred in the morning. Okay, and I do this off the 5-minute candle, 5-minute time frame, I should say. And it's the first one. Usually, sometimes it is the first one. Sometimes it'll be the third or fourth one. Ain't no telling. But I find it. Okay, and I look at this, and especially if this is bounced and moved up, if this is something that's moving, I am willing to test that price area again. Okay, so the low of this candle is 62. I would have been willing to test this at 63.5. Why? Because this is where the big volume is. This is where all the buyers showed up. This is where it went up, okay? So when it comes back to this, I'm willing to test it only if it's been 25 or more minutes above that price action. Okay, so let's look at this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here we go. It comes back into it in minute 30 or 35 minutes later. I love these plays. Okay, I'll take it every time that I see it. I'll test it. I'll take the Pepsi challenge. You bet your last dollar I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna try that opportunity. Okay. And it did it, man. God, it did it in a tremendous way. Okay, so that's just, you know, just want to throw that out there, that it gave you even a second opportunity. All right, next play we're going to talk about is the one that I was really focused on because it was moving, and I ended up trading this one as well. Okay, and I'm going to show you where. IO is the stock, by the way. I forgot to tell you the stock. IO. Okay, game plan. Stock is moving on earnings. Has a first buy area at 296. Remember that 296 area. Okay. All right. Here's what it did though. Out of the open, this thing took off, man. Deuces, man. 8 skate. Donate all of my favorite statements that I use as a coach when I coach football. I do coach football. Coach football for going on 20 years now. It's crazy how fast time goes. But anyway, yeah, man, it was out the gate, man. You know, gone. Once it's out the gate, in coaching terminology, mean you're not about to gather him up. He's about to score a touchdown on your team. So it was out the gate, and then look what it did. It came immediately back, man. I thought that was kind of weak of it, but when I saw this, I said, oh, that means that 296 might be viable. Okay, what does it do? Later, it comes into 296. Boop. Swing on down, sweet chariot style, and you know the rest. Let me ride. Look at it, it just came right back on up, man. And boom, there you go. And I got at this point, I'm playing for 5%. So this was a 5% win. Okay, so now we at 15% at this point. Okay, so yes, man, Marvin Jackson is very happy about what's going on here. Next, it also had a high volume play. Okay, look at this. High volume play right here. High volume at 338. Okay, so here was the play. And so you could have played this one of two ways. You could have either set tight and waited for 338. Look, it came to 338. It pulled back deeper. I hate when it does that though. Okay, but it bounced. It gave you what you were looking for. Or you could have put an order in a few cents higher on this candle. It did it, but again, these are 5% plays for me. I just want to get in and out. I don't. Could it come back to the top? It might, but I would be hoping for that. And you know how I feel about hope. It ain't a strategy, my friends. So I ain't hoping for nothing, right? So anyhow, these are the plays. This shows you my 296 play right here. Came right back into that smooth as silk, my friend. Smooth as silk. The last stock that I'm going to talk about today that I played is WTRH. This is the loss that I took, unfortunately, because of the simple fact that I got out too soon. Sometimes I do that. And I'm going to show you exactly what happened. Let's go ahead and have a look. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. WTRH. Okay, this is my morning game plan. It says it's a former runner. We'll test it at 178. It came down here, but I missed it. Didn't get me in, so it's all good. No problem. I think I had to order. Yeah, I missed it by a penny. It missed me by a penny. Would have loved for it to get me here, and look what it did. Then I would have easily been, more than happily been done. But I played it as a high volume play. Okay, remember high volume. I find, look, here's the biggest on the 5-minute chart. This is the biggest boom buy candle. Everybody bought this thing right here at $2. Okay, I'm gonna test $2. So what I did is I put an order in at 201. It came in. I didn't like that it pulled deeper down. So it came down to 191. So I got in. I said, okay, I'm going to give this 10 minutes, which I might start extending to 15 minutes. But I'm going to give this 10 minutes. Got me in here. 5, 10. Okay. At the 10-minute point, didn't do it. If I would have gave it 15 minutes, look what it did. It started making the move. So I got out. I cut bait at 193. And I don't feel bad about that. Even though it did what I wanted it to do. This was it. This was the 5% I was looking for. All I needed from 201 was 210, and this thing went to 215. It was I had what I needed. I just cut it because I gave it the time that I either it comes back immediately. So what I do, just so you know, go ahead, talk to you. I like to talk to you. I put in as soon as I get executed. When I know this is a trade that's 5%, I already know the numbers. So I put the order in immediately for it to get me out of 210. If it doesn't go quick, then I give it 10 minutes. I might move that to 15 minutes because I'm playing it on a 15-minute time frame. So it would be nice to give it at least 15 minutes to work, right? So if it doesn't go right back up and execute me at 210 immediately, then I'm going to give it 15 minutes. At the 15-minute mark, if you ain't moving, if you ain't showing me no action, I'm out. Even if you do it 30, 45, an hour later, I'm out. I'm good. Okay. And so this one, just to go back to this to make the point, I should have gave it 5 more minutes. That's my fault. I got out 193. I cut a winner into it. I turned a winner into a loser. But I'm not mad because look at this candle. This candle could have easily poured down to here. So you could, hindsight is always 2020. That's why you have to set up your rules and you just live by them. You literally live and die by your disciplined trading rules. Because the one time that I hope that it works could be the time that this thing sold down to the 70s. You get in at 201 and this thing sells down to 170, man, you just got popped. Okay, and I'm not into getting popped. I'm into turning quick opportunities into money, and I'm okay. I've traded long enough to realize that what I do, because I track my data, it works. It's very successful. It works at the 75 percentile rate. I'm good. So, at the end of the day, I end up going 2-1. It's my son in the background. I end up going 2-1, and was up 15% at one point. That third trade took me down to 12% because I lost 3% on that trade. And had I set tight, it would have been a 20% day. Either way, you can't be mad at either one of them. When you mad at making money, something wrong. Yeah, we could have had all kind of stuff. And you can't count what you could have had. I'm gonna tell you what I did do, though, what I realized. The realized profits, not the unrealized profits. It's a difference. Okay. Anyhow, that was my day, man. Hey, I'm gonna actually explore the idea of going live tomorrow. This might be the first time and the last time that I do it. I don't know. So what I'm thinking about doing, if you guys stayed to the whole video, give me a comment and tell me what you think. What I'm thinking about doing is going live during the pre-market in the first, usually about hour, and kind of showing people what I do, how I get ready pre-market in the morning. I don't know what they doing, man. All I know is I'm gonna come out. It's gonna be all kind of stuff everywhere. Anyway, just kind of showing people live my morning process, just kind of how I go through things, and then stop it about an hour into it, because I'm actually gonna play golf tomorrow. I know I'm finishing up my trading by 9 no matter what, and I'm going to play golf. But let me know what you think in the comment box if you would like something like that. All right, y'all. I appreciate everything, man. I'm interacting with a lot of you guys that making the comments. I really appreciate the questions. And as long as I see it, I'm going to respond to it. I guarantee you, as long as I see it, I'm going to respond to it. All right, man. You guys have a good day. Let's make it a good Friday tomorrow. See if we can go.